This video is specifically for a Facebook friend. I don't remember the name now, but it doesn't matter. This is going to be applying to more than just one person. But they were essentially asking, how do you deal with living the same old dreadful life week after week only to survive? I'm going to try and give you an outline, a direction of how you can change that. I did comment, made a brief comment that we have to change our beliefs. We have to change how we feel about ourselves internally for our perspective of the external to change. So how do we change our life if we are stuck in a rut of weekly survival? Obviously that is stems from a subconscious poverty and victim mindset, and this poverty or victim mindset was formed through your upbringing, through the things that we were taught. I'm going to use the religious example here to make my point. And then I'm also going to tell you how you can change from that poor and destitute inner identity of yourself to a rich and abundant one. But it's not going to be easy, because you're going to have to battle your ego, which created habits on the distortion of on the distorted beliefs that are established in your subconscious mind. But here is how you do it. Most of us were indoctrinated, formed, conditioned into believing that we are nothing but worthless, wicked sinners, and that an innocent man had to die for us and shed his blood for us so that we find any value in God's eyes. I tell you, that's the most damaging, traumatizing, quote-unquote truth or theology that could have ever been foisted upon us. You cannot thrive in this life with a formed identity that completely denounces you as a human being. That's that in a nutshell. And all of us, most of us, all of us that have been raised with religion suffer from this poverty victim mentality, that we feel a victim of life, that we are at the mercy of the circumstances around us and at the mercy of God. I'm here to tell you right now, you're going to have to change those beliefs. You're going to have to rebel against that theology. You have to rebel what seems like rebelling against God. But you're merely rebelling against the concept of God that was formed in your mind around all those faulty beliefs. So in order to thrive, you must work through these beliefs, these negative beliefs that deny you life, that put you down, that invalidate you, and adopt a conscious awareness that you matter, that you have worth, that you're valuable, that you have something to contribute to life. And essentially, I'm going to put it in a bit of a dramatic way. You have to ascend the throne of God in your life and not keep giving it up to this other idea of God that keeps you suppressed and living in suppressed mode, living in survival. Your life force has been stolen. And this is how I have turned my life around. How my life has become a life of contentment and bliss and joy. Because I have gained the conscious awareness that I am actually God having a human experience. With that consciousness, you place yourself at the top of the pinnacle. And I can't tell you enough what that will eventually do for your self-esteem. Don't be scared of it, that it'll turn into arrogance or pride. As you work through the distortions of your ego and the distortions of these faulty beliefs, you're going to square that away, and you're going to get a clear picture of the value that you actually are. You don't have to work for it or earn it. Everything we were told in this life is actually upside down and backwards. If you flip it, then you will arrive at the truth. So if you can work yourself toward a consciousness that you're not a mistake, you're not anybody's victim, you are the eternal God consciousness having a human experience, then you can take everything that happens like an adventure. Even homelessness. Everything becomes an adventure because your mind perceives it from a different place. Your mind perceives it from an empowered place. You are now here by choice, rather than you were thrust in here against your choice. And even if you can't understand it psychologically, it'll flip something, and it makes such a difference. The way you look at life and the way you experience life. And so that's what I have done. If you have never watched any of my videos or read my posts, you will constantly hear me referring to how I am God, how I am I am consciousness. And as I said, that will flip the script, and it'll flip your world view 180, and you will be able to enjoy every experience, because now you're living from a place of I matter, I have value, I know my worth, I'm a divine being, I'm God's source consciousness, having a human experience through Renegade, or through you, or through this. Even my dog is God's source consciousness, having the experience of a dog. I'm telling you, if you can get your mind changed into that perception, you will see some happy days, and life will become much easier mentally and psychologically. Maybe not physically right away, but everything in life is only difficult because this thing here is looking through the wrong angle. Everything starts in the mind. So work on changing your mind, your mindset. You're not a victim. You're not at anyone's mercy, not even God's mercy. You're God having an earthly vacation, so make the best of it. I hope this helps. I'm sending you much love and empathy and compassion.